Good morning. Good morning. This is your boy, Lawrence Lane, right back at you. Okay, so I'm going to keep you brief. You know how we do this. We just drop those little seeds of information or wisdom where we can. Truth and vision, focused on making sure that there's a future for our youth. Okay, so listen to this. As you know, I have a problem with Garfield City School Board, or whatever you want to call it. And don't get this twisted. I know the school board president, Michelle. I like Michelle. I think she's a beautiful mom. The woman has, she stepped forward and she's adopted children. I think that she is a beautiful, beautiful person when it comes to nurturing children in her house. She actually puts them first. I've seen the results of that. She takes very good care of her children. So, and she's a personable person. I like Michelle. Under normal circumstances, everything would be fine if she did not sit in that seat that she's sitting in. I'm going to keep this real brief, but I'm going to be real about the situation. What I don't like is what the school board has become with her sitting being the president. But what really bothers me is this. I want to read something from some of the research that I've been doing, and then I'm going to ask the question. Dr. Richard Reynolds has been the superintendent of Garfield Heights City Schools since 2022. He began his duties August 1st, 2022. He spent the summer getting to know the environment and the responsibility. So the brother did his due diligence, right? Check this out. Experienced district administrator with a demonstrated history of improving educational outcomes for students in urban settings. Skilled from K-12 education, strengthening school culture, PBL development, cultural responsibility, teaching classroom management, lesson planning, education, technology, and instructional design. Strong operationals, professional, and get this, a doctor of philosophy, PhD focused in curriculum instruction, urban education strand at University of North Carolina at Charlotte. Listen, got a question. You see, the school board is technically his boss instead of the other way around. Today, I want to be clear. It is my goal to change that narrative. What we need is Dr. Reynolds in charge of the school board, opposed to the school board being in charge of Dr. Reynolds. It's obvious as to the reason that they chose this man. Now, I'm not saying and that I know everything, all of the details that's associated with how they operate, but I'm looking at the results before he got here. And on top of that, I don't understand why this clicked organization that they call a school board with their personal agenda is in charge of this gentleman. Well, I won't put it quite that way. I don't understand why he has to report to them. They need to report to him. It is my goal to get this message out to the community in Garfield. We ought to put this to a vote. This needs to be changed. The results that the school board has had since they have been controlled has showed you that they do not deserve to stay in that position of authority. Dr. Reynolds, without a doubt, I met him. He's personable. He has a true heart for the city of Garfield and the children in the educational system of Garfield. He's more than qualified to make decisions of his own, and he should be, without a doubt, left to make those decisions. Let's take the handcuffs off the brother. Now, I don't think he ever will admit that that's an issue. But it's obvious when I seen the way that they attacked this man at City Hall, which I thought was totally unjust. Okay. It is totally unfair to the brother. Now, hey, listen, I don't know him personally. So there's no connection here. Don't get it twisted. But this is from my observation. This is also from talking to different parents, which I have done. I've done my due diligence. There's a problem, Garfield, in your school system. But what I'm going to do, I'm going to galvanize that community. And they need to look at this school board and realize that's why Garfield has the problems there. They're covering up. They're sending programs to their clique friends a lot of times. Now, they do have some new members, and I'm waiting to see how they respond. Now, when I get letters from different organizations that have tried to work with you guys, when I get calls and say, Larry, what's going on? I mean, constantly, this has been going on. This just didn't start happening. And this is definitely not just because of the experiences that I've had. I've had experiences with them where they would pretend as though they are supportive to different organizations and programs, but in reality, they have a turn and look the other way attitude. Enough! Garfield School Board, open up your doors. The thing that gets me, they're so strategic in the way they do things. If they really wanted to work with the city of Garfield, they would not have board meetings on the same day the city council is meeting. It's little tricks and little games like this that has created that environment that you see in Garfield. And check out their success rate. I challenge you to do that. Garfield School Board needs to be in the control of Dr. Reynolds, not the other way around. And it is my objective, it is my agenda to make sure that the voters of Garfield make that choice. I am going to constantly create a team to bring this to the attention. And I have proof from different organizations that it's very difficult to work for the Garfield School Board. If they don't like you, they close the door on you. There's a childish mindset that's there, or there's a power control. Michelle, the board president, it's time for you to go. It's not personal, baby. I love you as a person. I think you're a beautiful mom. But that does not translate to you being able to do anything that's going to change the narrative in that school board with your little cliques. And I know them. I see the way they looked at me when I met them at different programs because they know I'm not an advocate for you. And it has nothing to do with you personally. This is not personal. It's business. But more than that, it's about our kids. Let's stop playing games here. Let's make it truly about them. Hey, this is Lawrence Lane. It's just my opinion. But Garfield, you're a target for me. If other schools in this area can do great things with our children, Warrensville, Maple, and some of the other surrounding areas where it's mostly urban kids, and they're focused on that. Their agenda is about success. Their agenda is about graduation. There's an agenda about the future of our kids. What's going on with you? Why are teachers quitting in droves? Something is wrong, and you cannot blame this on what has not been there. So no, enough. Let's get Dr. Reynolds in charge. It's just my opinion. Hopefully it become yours. Hey, this is Lawrence Lane. Thank you. Let's make something happen. Time for change.